Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Breeze coming at you with a brand new NBA 2K21 video. And today, guys, as you can see by the title, today we're going to be showing you the fastest and easiest way to get all of your hot zones in my career. And the best part about this year, guys, is your hot zones in my career will carry across all of the modes in the game. So after you do this method, you will have your hot zones in Park, Rec, Pro-Am, whatever you're playing online, you're gonna have your hot zones. And to be honest with you guys, everyone that you're seeing knocking down shots consistently on YouTube, Twitch, the reason why they're hitting those shots consistently is for one reason and one reason only, and that is because they have their hot zones and they're mixing that with Hot Zone Hunter. If you go and watch literally anyone on YouTube and you're wondering, how is this guy hitting so many shots? What is he not telling me? It is most likely because he has his hot zones, and if you actually look, every time they hit a shot, it's gonna show Hot Zone Hunter in the top, and if you look at their feet, it's going to show those little red dots. That means that they have their hot zones, and this is really how you guys are going to be able to knock down all of your shots consistently online. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do this. But right before we hop into it, guys, if you have not already, be sure to smash that like button if you end up finding this video helpful or entertaining. And also, if you haven't already, hit that sub button and hit that noti bell, because you're not going to want to miss a thing. So as you guys can see right here, the way you're going to want to check your hot zones is you're going to want to head down to stats, and you want to go to my minutes, and you want to click the right stick on your player. And as you guys can see, when you head all the way down to the end, I do have my hot zones. It'll show you right here. I have all of my hot zones, except for the one under the rim, because, you know what I'm saying, shooters shoot. But as you guys can see, when you go over to the shot chart, this is actually your progress towards your hot zones. And as you can see, it'll show you your percentages in NBA, Park, and Pro-Am. So those three modes are what count towards your hot zones. Now, as you guys could see, I have so many shot attempts in that left corner that even though I'm 0 for 9 from that corner in the Park, I still have the hot zone across all the modes. Park, Pro-Am, my career, doesn't matter. And the way that you get these hot zones, guys, is you only need 10 attempts from each spot, but at 10 attempts, you need to be at least 50% from the field. Now, as you get higher in attempts, so as you guys can see, my right wing zone, I've shot 178 times from there. I'm under 50%. That's why that zone, I have it hot even though it's at 49%. And keep in mind, this carries across all the modes. So the more shot attempts you have in my career, the better, because if you have some bad shooting games in the Park, you will not lose your hot zones because you have so many shot attempts in my career that it won't take away your hot zones. So with that all being said, that's how you guys are going to be able to shoot consistently online. You're literally going to transform from an average to below average shooter to a knockdown sniper after you see this video, because literally hot zones in this game are just as important as they were in 2K20 at the beginning of the year. You need hot zones, you need Hot Zone Hunter, and this is how you're going to be able to get these hot zones extremely easy. So without further ado, let's hop into the method. Here's how to get all of your hot zones extremely easy. All right, guys, so hopping right into the gameplay, as you guys can see under my feet, you're gonna notice that when I step into one of my hot zones, those 4 little dots around my circle are gonna be in red. But if I'm not in a hot zone, they're just gonna be white. And that's exactly why we're taking all of these shots from this exact spot, is because this was the last hot zone I needed to get all my hot zones, that left corner hot zone. So as you guys can see, we're just running to that left corner every time, and we're doing the right stick jab step method that I showed you guys in my shooting badges video. This is the method that you guys are going to want to use to get your 3-point hot zones, as this method is the best way to get open from 3 consistently from a specific spot. So let's say you wanted to get the left wing, or the top of the key, or the right corner, or the left corner, as you can see me doing in this video. And literally, guys, all I'm doing is I'm jab stepping. So I'm picking up my dribble, usually with a fake pass or a pump fake, and then I'm just doing jab steps until the defender backs off me enough to where I have a wide open shot. So as you can see right here, I get right up on the 3-point line, I fake pass, I start doing some jab steps, I make sure to call an ISO to keep my teammates away from me, and then I pull up for a wide open 3. And this is the last hot zone I needed, as you guys could see. So that's why I kept going to the spot over and over and over again in that left corner for the entire game. And as long as I kept shooting a good percentage, I was going to keep shooting from there, because the more shots you take, the better. As long as you're making your shots, you want to be taking as many attempts as possible, so that way if you were to go through like a cold streak online, you're not going to lose that spot very quickly because you're going to have so many attempts. It's going to take forever for you to get below the percentage to where you would lose the hot zone. Because keep in mind, guys, once you have a lot of attempts from any spot from 3, in order to lose this hot zone, you're going to have to be in total under 40% from this spot. Now, the chances of you ever going under 40% from a specific hot zone, especially with how easy it is to hit shots now in my career doing this method, you should never have an issue. Now, the biggest tip that I would give to anyone who does not have a high 3 ball, or at least a mid to high 70s, if you do not have at least a mid to high 70s 3 ball, the best thing I can suggest to you if you want to get your 3-point hot zones is to only shoot when you have your takeover. A lot of you guys will most likely have spot up shooter or shot creator takeover even if you don't have a high 3 ball. So you're only going to want to take these shots when you have your takeover. Now, if you do not have a shooting takeover and you have a low, like mid to high 63 ball, the best thing that you can do to get your 3-point hot zones is to just take 1 shot at a time and then save and quit until you hit 10 shots. Once you hit 10 shots, upload your file. And once you upload your file, you could always re-download it once you lose your hot zones and just get your hot zones right back. But as you can see, guys, I felt like I had put up enough shots and made enough shots from that left corner in order for it to now be considered hot. So I'm going to go to my stats and show you that it does count. And keep in mind, I'm in the playoffs, and yes, this year, guys, the playoffs do count towards your hot zones. As you guys can see, I'm now 70% from that spot, and I did get that hot zone. So next time you see me in that left corner, instead of the little dots around my circle under my player being white, they're going to be red, just like all the other spots on the floor. Like as you can see right here in the mid-range, all of the spots under my feet, all those little dots, they're red. Now when I shoot, they go away because I don't have the ball, but when you have the ball, you know you're in a hot zone when all the spots under your feet are red, those 4 little dots under your feet. Now this method right here, guys, is how to get your mid-range hot zones, and this is going to work on any player because obviously mid-range shots are a lot easier to hit. So what you want to do is you want to back down your player in the post, and you want to just touch your defender, backing him down just a little bit. And then what you want to do is let go of your left stick and then let go of your post up button. And when you let go of post up, which is L2 or LT if you're on Xbox, you're going to want to keep doing this without touching the left stick until your defender backs up. So as you guys can see, a lot of the times they'll just give you enough space. They won't even come up on you and play you, and you'll be able to shoot a wide open shot. Now this will obviously help with your shooting badges if you want to get your shooting badges really quick and you don't have a high shooting rating, and it'll make it so that way you can get your hot zones extremely fast because you can use this method to shoot from any specific hot zone from mid-range. So just to break it down in detail, as you guys can see, I come up the floor and on fast breaks, I shoot wide open mid-ranges without posting up. But outside of the fast breaks, I'm going to come up the floor and I'm going to post my guy up just like this, let go of L2, and I'm going to pull it. Now, I need to stress to you guys, do not touch your left stick when you're going in and out of the post with L2. If you do, your defender will recognize that you're moving around and he'll come up on you and defend you. If you are going in and out of the post, just pressing L2, not touching your left stick, they will leave you. Now, if they don't leave you or back up, just back them down once or twice, like actually make contact with them, and then go back to doing the method. So it's literally just L2, let go, L2, let go. And eventually they're going to leave you open. Just like that, they're going to give you enough space to shoot, and the game's going to consider you wide open 99% of the time. Now, as you guys can see, even when they're double teaming you, all you have to do is just pass to your teammate, tell them to pass back, especially if they're passing back to you in the post. A lot of times they won't even reinitiate the double team. Now, as you guys can see, this one took me a few more tries than normal, but again, I have done it so many times, I just kind of recognize when to actually back down my opponent and restart doing the method. So as you guys can see, I back him down, I let go, he doesn't give me the space I want, so I go into the post again, I let go, and he left me open. So this is an extremely easy method to get all of your shooting badges and your hot zones extremely fast. And I didn't even show this method in my shooting badges video because I wanted to save it for the hot zones video, just because I felt like this method made more sense for hot zones because you can get these shots from any spot you want extremely easily with this L2 method. Now, the reason why you don't want to do this for threes is because you can't post up on the 3-point line. You can only post up inside the mid-range. That's why we're doing this from mid-range, but from 3, we do the jab step method. And that's why this is so easy, guys, is because you have basically 2 methods. You have one for mid-range and you have one for 3. And of course, this L2 method is gonna work on pretty much any mid-range rating because mid-ranges are so easy to make. You really only need like a 50 to 60 mid-range and you're gonna be able to knock down these shots consistently doing this method. As you guys can see, I continue to back him down, let go of L2, back him down, let go of L2. And then once I notice he starts to give me space, I stop touching my left stick and I just go into the post, come out of the post, go into the post, come out of the post. Eventually, he will leave you open for a wide open shot. It's an extremely easy method. It's honestly a glitch. This is one of the best glitches in the game. And that's why I'm really stressing how to do it, because I want you guys to understand just how easy this is. You could do this on any player. I actually just made a stretch and I'm doing this on him with ease, even on a big man, because the centers, for whatever reason, they act just the same as the guards. They will not close out on your shot when you're doing this. All right, now as you guys can see right here, I was 32 of 34 from the field, from the mid-range, doing this L2 method, doing this post method. And so I asked out of the game just simply because I already have all of my hot zones. So I really just wanted to do this to show you guys the method, but we're gonna go back to the menu real quick and I'll show you guys how much my attempts went up, which is gonna make it take that much longer for me to ever lose my hot zones. So as you can see, we go to my minutes and then we go to the shot chart. As you can see, I have all my hot zones and then boom, right there. Look at that left corner mid-range now, 90% guys on over 130 attempts. So this method is insane. I've been doing this method since day 1 when I had to play on a 60 overall because I had the game early. And that's really how I found it, is just by spamming L2 on a 60 overall, just trying to get open, finding any way I could. And that's how I found this little shooting glitch. So if you guys found the video helpful, if you guys found the video entertaining, be sure to drop a like on the video for your boy. It really helps me out. We're out here on the daily upload grind, so if you haven't already, of course, as well, be sure to hit that sub button and be sure to turn on the noties because you're not going to want to miss a thing. This is literally just the beginning, and I'm really just getting y'all warmed up for the best videos to come. So with that all being said, guys, this has been your boy Breeze. I'm signing out. Peace.